Hello everyone, and welcome to a short tutorial about a feature that we have launched earlier this year, and I just realized we don't have a really in-depth tutorial for it. A lot of our customers are using it, but I think that it is one of our most powerful features. It's called Smart Bubbles, and it's something that I don't think any other software really has to the extent that we have it. And so I just thought, okay, let's just show you what we got so that you can use it better. Obviously, this feature, the more I explain it to you, you'll realize how useful it can be. And there's a lot more for us to do in this feature. And I think in the future, you'll see this feature become really sort of expansive. So the idea for this tutorial is to show you how to do it today. And then it's going to keep getting better and better with more features, more, I wouldn't say customization, but more sort of actions, right? Okay, so it's called Smart Bubbles. So right now, it's not as smart as we say it is, just to be very clear. So when you add any hotspot, as you know, like you can choose what kind of hotspot you want to link to. And if you select Smart Bubble over here, right? What happens is you get this sort of card, right? Now, if you're a programmer and if you need any HTML code that you want to add, that has to do with, let's say, some kind of like Shopify integration, like you can integrate Shopify elements, e-commerce elements through this Smart Bubble by copy pasting your HTML code. This is why it exists, right? So it's in some places it's called HTML code, but you can just copy and paste entire websites, entire YouTube videos, embed codes all into the HTML code, and it'll render it really beautifully. And hence it's called a Smart Bubble, right? But if you don't have that, we have an awesome thing. And let me show you what that is. So when you click on edit, it opens up a cool editor, and it's super cool. Let me show you too. All right. So the first thing you can do over here is you can, like, these are sort of editing controls, right? Here you can see how it looks on mobile, right? So let me just do this over here. Now, this plus is to add a block, right? So when you hit plus, you'll have all these options. So now these pop-ups, so these, in web term, it's called a pop-up, and you have all these different customized, already built tools. So now let's say you want to do something as simple as text with image with text, right? So you pick this, you choose an image, right? So now in terms of image, you can either add an image or you can bring it from outside. So you would click the image over here, and over here I have a bunch of images that are in my tour. So it opens up all the images that you have in the tour. And some people have hundreds. So we like I said, we gotta make this better, where we have folder options and so on and so forth. Or you can paste a URL of an image. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this floor plan image, right? So I got this here, right? Now, what I wanna do is I wanna add a title, right? So I'm gonna go here, I can add a heading. Now this heading is below, so I can kind of move it up like this. Okay, so I can say, floor plan, right? Now over here, obviously, I can add the text. I can maybe make it take one step. So this is a floor plan, and maybe I can okay. Then what I can do after that is, let's say I want to add an extra element on top of this. So now in this case, what I did was I clicked this element and I added over here. I added an extra element over here. Now, if I want to add an extra element on top of this, I'm going to go here, and let's say I want to add a menu on the top, and I added a menu, right? And then I just kind of put it up there, and you can see all of this sort of customizes the whole thing, right? Now, what I want to do here is I want to give it a color. So I go here, put the background, let's say green. There we go. Text, I'm going to make it white. And in this I'll do the text element as this one. So now you have the menu there. So let's keep the menu there, right? It's better this way. So in this way, you can sort of customize. Now, let's say I want this background color to be, let's go. It's a very bad color choice, but you can see what I mean, right? And then you hit done, and it's sort of, you can preview it. So now you can see this is a fully customizable pop-up. And obviously you can add and edit and do whatever you want to this. Like, let's say you want to edit it and you want to go crazy, right? So you sort of click on it, you select the whole box, right? And then you add, and let's say you want to add, boom, you can have more. And then you want to add, I would say, let's add a button. So it's got a button. So you got to select it first and then plus. So you got 2 buttons, 3 buttons with text, text with heading, social. So let's say I want buttons. I put buttons over here. I got 2 buttons. And so you can just kind of build pop-ups like this in any configuration you want. And there's tons of options. A lot of these, like I said, these things need to improve a little bit because these are sort of programmer type settings. But I would just, if I was someone that's not a designer, I would not touch any of the settings in this because we have built it so that they're all nicely spaced. So unless you are going to go deep into the design part of it, I would say just stay away from going and turning the pixels on and off. At some point, we're going to bring that kind of granular detail to like slide and this and that. But we have just noticed that a lot of people are not designers. And so there are certain standards we follow that we think will look good on desktop and mobile and all that stuff. And so we try to keep those standards up front there. So yeah, and then, with the buttons, you can always connect it. So for example, over here, I can change the color. One button is this way. I can also delete it. Right, and then you hit done. And okay, save it. I'm going to show you how it looks. There you go. How beautiful is it? And it took so little time to create this amazing thing. And even on mobile, it'll look nice. You can see it spaces out really well. That's why my recommendation is to not really play around with it too much because we have optimized it for all kinds of settings. So that is smart bubbles, and a lot of things can be done. It is not the most customizable thing, but it gives you really, really good stuff if you combine everything together. So I would recommend all of you to just try it, use it, and get sort of familiar with this kind of user interface, because what we're going to do further is going to make it better and better. We're going to have them templatized. We're going to have things like a pop-up and, time spent was X minutes. It reaches a certain point, so on and so forth. Those customizations are coming hopefully next year. It's a huge part of what we're going to do next year. So, I would highly recommend you all to go and try it out and start building your own smart bubbles. And, if you have any questions, let me know. You can always email help@teleportme.com and we'll be happy to help you out. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.